It's a beautiful Friday morning in the fabulous Florida Keys. I'm Gary McAdams with eXp Realty. Since one of the many things the Florida Keys is so well known for is our beautiful scuba diving, I'll start today's video off with a little bit of scuba diving trivia and history. If you've ever dove the Molasses Reef up in the Upper Keys, you probably noticed the memorial monument down there and wondered how it got there. It was put there on this day, June 7th, 1999, by the students of the Coral Shores High School. Coral Shores is the most northern high school in the Keys. It's just a little bit south of Key Largo. The students put that down there to honor a beloved school teacher named Eric Wolf, who was known as a very avid diver. Mr. Wolf often took his students out diving at Molasses Reef. On June 7th, 1997, unfortunately, Mr. Wolf was killed by a boat passing by as he was coming up for a dive. 2 years later, his students decided to put the memorial down there in his honor. Next time you're up diving or even snorkeling on the reef, you can see it from the top if you're snorkeling. Look down at that monument to remember Mr. Wolf. His students really liked him. This is my morning market MLS update video I do every day right about this same time. I report all the new listings in Key West and the Lower Keys that have come on the market in the last 24 hours. If you watch this video every day, you'll be ahead of most buyers. You'll know about every new listing from Big Pine Key down to Key West the same day the realtors find out about them. I find most buyers will wait for a home to come onto Zillow before they inquire about it. And the problem they face there is by the time Zillow puts a home live online, it's been on the multiple listing service a couple days and all the good deals are already under contract. If you watch this video every day, you see something you like, you can call me right away. I'll make an appointment for you to get inside and take a look. And if you like what you see upon inspecting the home, we can write up a contract before most buyers ever even knew the home was for sale. You can also get a much more detailed description of these listings, including photos, if you follow my blog, keywestinvesting.com. I'll put that web address in the description below. There's a lot more information on the homes, a lot more details on the homes, any unique features the home may have. It'll mention room descriptions and room dimensions. There'll be photos of the inside of the home, photos of the outside of the home. A lot of our listings today are waterfront homes. There'll be photos of the water view, photos of the boat dockage. It's just a lot more information than I can cram into a couple-minute quick YouTube video. Again, that web address is keywestinvesting.com. And I update it every day from the multiple listing service, including photos. If you like this video, please let me know. Click that thumbs up and like symbol down below. If you want to see more videos of this nature and keep current with the Florida Keys real estate market so you'll know what's being listed at what prices, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I do a video of this nature every day. Also, make sure you stay to the end of the video. I'm currently running an offer right now where I will contribute $1,000 of my commission to go right towards your closing costs, paid at closing. That offer expires June 30th, so you want to make sure you stay to the end and get the details so you can take advantage of that offer before it goes away. We had 8 new listings come on the market today. Before I tell you about the new listings, the state of Florida's legal department makes me cover the boring stuff. The information I'm about to give you comes directly from the Florida Keys multiple listing service. I'm not accepting any responsibility for any of these listings. I'm not claiming any of these listings to be my own listings. And I'm not accepting any responsibility if there's any inaccuracies in the information I give you. I'm simply reading it to you right from the Florida Keys multiple listing service. The first property today is a condo in a condo complex in Key West called Las Salinas. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, 1,070 square foot condo with deeded under the building parking spaces. It's being offered at $599,900, which is very low for a property right in Key West. Las Salinas calls the parking space parking for 1 car, but I know several people that'll fit 2 smaller cars in there. You could get 2 Toyota Camrys or 2 Ford Mustangs in there. You're not going to get 2 Ford Explorers in there by any means. They do have guest parking over there, but it's pretty tough to find a guest parking spot at night because only about half of the units have deeded parking and all the other units use up the guest parking spaces. Las Salinas has a great location. It's very close to Smathers Beach, which is the largest beach in Key West, largest public beach. Very close to the Key West Airport if you want to go away. Very close to the grocery shopping, very close to a few nice restaurants. They very recently, when I say very recently, within the last few years, had their pool, clubhouse, and fitness center completely redone and rebuilt. The pool resembles that of a luxury resort, and the fitness center is more like a gym that you take out a membership to. It's not like most condos where they'll put a treadmill and a couple dumbbells in a room and call it a fitness center. This is a great price at $599,900. There's very little in Key West itself offered at this price. Next, we go up to Big Carpet Key to Emerald Drive. There's a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom canal front house. It's 1,765 square feet. Big Carpet Key is about a 10-minute drive by automobile to Key West. This house is being offered at $1,600,000, which is a very good price. That's a nice neighborhood up in Big Carpet. They call it the Jewel Street. The Diamond, Emerald, Sapphire, Tamarind. The Jewel Street's a very nice neighborhood. If there's one negative with this house, they have what they call a non-conforming 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom residential living space downstairs. Anything built after 1975 in Monroe County, all of the living space has to be 8 foot above sea level. A lot of the houses have an apartment downstairs. The county calls it non-conforming, which is really just a pretty way of saying illegal. Some people rent it, some people use it for guests, some people don't use it at all. It was there when they bought the house and they just keep it. But you could get that knock on your door one day from Monroe County saying it has to be removed. Next, we go to Palm Drive on Saddle Bunch Key. This house is a very overpriced house. The first lines right in the MLS listing, you'll see if you take a look at my blog, is Builder's Special. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, 1,173 square foot house. It is on a canal, but the boating in Saddle Bunch Key is terrible boating. You might get a John boat or flat skiff in there, but that's probably about it. The main purpose of this house, people would buy it to completely remove it and build the stilt house and have a nicer house, a brand new house up there. But being offered at $649,999, it's very, very overpriced. The lots up there were originally designed for mobile homes, so they're much smaller. So the houses are literally just funny looking. They're very narrow, very thin, and 2 stories up. It looks kind of like 2 hallways put on top of each other is what most of them look like. Again, that's just my opinion. Personally, I feel it's overpriced. You might see it and think it's very appropriately priced. Then on Upper Sugarloaf Key on Fraser Lane, there's a 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom, 1,544 square foot house. This one's on a dry lot. There's no boating. It's being offered at $795,000. This house was recently on the market and taken off the market after a short time, and then about 27, 28 days later, it was put back on the market $45,000 less than it was listed before. Then we go up to Cudjoe Key to a neighborhood called Cudjoe Gardens. Cudjoe Gardens is a very sought after, very desirable location in the Lower Keys for a couple of reasons. The lots of land are a lot larger in Cudjoe Key. The houses tend to be nicer. The houses are all ground level, and as we all get older, climbing those stairs can become an issue. The biggest attraction to Cudjoe Gardens is the boating. The canals are wider, the canals are deeper, and the controlling depth coming into the canals are a lot deeper. I know people that have a 70-foot or more yacht docked right in their backyard, people that have a 50-plus foot sport fisherman, or even have a sailboat in there. Another feature people really like about Cudjoe Gardens is the one and only road going in is Drost Drive. Right on the corner of the main US 1 and Drost Drive is a Monroe County Sheriff substation. So anyone that comes into the neighborhood with ill intentions, the first thing they're going to see upon entering the subdivision is a sign that says Monroe County Sheriff and probably half a dozen cars with blue and red lights on it outside. More than likely, that's going to make anyone with bad intentions turn around. Again, this one is on West 2nd Avenue. It's being offered at $2,300,000, which is a very good price for Cudjoe Gardens. Then also on Cudjoe Key in an area called Venture Out, we have a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom, 864 square foot mobile home being offered at $747,000. Venture Out is a very unique community. It's very attractive to the people buying investment income rental property. The main reason for that is they all have transient license, which means they can rent to them one night at a time. Monroe County, without the transient license, has a 28-day minimum rental period by law, but Venture Out, you can rent it as if you were a hotel one night at a time. It's a very neat gated community. It has a lot of amenities. It has a full-size marina, ship store, fuel dock. There's a boat ramp. They sell drinks and bait and tackle and ice, beer, wine, soft drinks, all the goodies you need for a day on the water or fishing, island hopping, just taking a cruise or going out for a sunset sail. There's a full-size tennis court in Venture Out, full-size pickleball courts, a regulation-size basketball court. They have 24-hour-a-day, 7-day-a-week manned security. One is right at the security gate getting in, and you really have to prove you're living there or rent there to get through that gate. I think it's easier to get into the White House than it is to get into Venture Out. And then they have somebody 24 hours a day either walking the property or driving around in a golf cart. But with all these amenities and the great rental features, $747,000 for a trailer is just way too much money. I've even ran the numbers on at least a dozen or more of the rental units because I had a gentleman that was interested in buying one. He's interested in buying any properties with a transient license. I've sold them several. The average ROI in Venture Out is between 3 and 4% by the time you pay off all your bills and your maintenance fees and your management fees. 3 to 4% is definitely better than a savings account will give you, but if you're looking to buy a rental property in the Florida Keys, you can do a lot better than 3 or 4%. There's quite a few of them that do anywhere from 8 to 10%. So I personally don't care for Venture Out, but again, that's just my opinion. Then we go up to Little Torch Key to Dorothy Ave. There's a 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom, 1,608 square foot house. This house is relatively new. It was built in 2021, so it will meet all the building codes and all of the current insurance requirements. It'll have lower insurance. It's on a dry lot. It's in an up-and-coming neighborhood, but still very mixed. There's a lot of houses and there's a lot of old beat-up trailers on there. This is the type of neighborhood that if you buy now, you'll be very happy 10 years from now, but the next couple of years, it's definitely an up-and-coming neighborhood. Being offered at $825,000, personally, I think it's overpriced, but that's just my opinion. Then on Big Pine Key on Avenue E, there's a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom, 648 square foot mobile home. The big feature here is the land. It's on a double lot. It has 78 foot of canal front. It's a waterfront lot. I've looked at this mobile home before. It's definitely very livable as is. You could live in it or rent it out as is. Or a lot of people are buying the mobile homes and coming in and removing them and putting up a house. If there's a mobile home or any structure already there, the property is what they call ROGO exempt. Monroe County does their building permits based on the ROGO system. ROGO, R-O-G-O, stands for Rate of Growth Ordinance. Ordinarily, if you started off with just a vacant piece of land, it would probably take you 2, maybe 3 years to get a building permit. There is absolutely no new building allowed in Big Pine Key. They have 100% building moratorium, so you could not get a building permit if you do not have this ROGO exemption letter that comes with this mobile home. Anytime you can verify there was at one point in time a living structure there, you can get the ROGO exemption letter, even on Big Pine, and then it takes just a couple of months to get your building permit instead of a couple of years. This would be a good investment if you wanted to buy it and rent it out until you're retired and build a house in the future. Being on the oversized lot, you can put a nice size house up there and a pool. It's on the canal, put your boat right in the backyard. This canal also has the southeast exposure, which is our predominant breeze in the summertime, making those summer months a lot cooler. You'll really appreciate that breeze in the summer. That's all we have for today. If you want to see any of these homes or any home anywhere in the Florida Keys, give me a call at 305-731-0501. Now, as promised, my offer to pay $1,000 of my commission to go right towards your closing costs. If you buy or sell any home with me anywhere in the Florida Keys between now and June 30th of this year, 2024, I will contribute $1,000 of my commission to go right towards your closing costs. It'll be paid right on the settlement statement. I know we're getting close to June 30th, and more than likely closing by June 30th will be very difficult. So I've extended that just a little bit. You do not have to close by June 30th to take advantage of this offer. If you're selling the home, the listing agreement just has to be signed by June 30th, 2024. If you're buying the home, the contract for purchase and sale just has to be signed by June 30th, 2024. Then we can go ahead and close anytime, and I'll still make good on that $1,000 commitment. I look forward to hearing from you. I look forward to showing you homes in the fabulous Florida Keys. And more importantly, I look forward to making you my neighbor. I'm Gary McAdams with eXp Realty.